bust that out. I made it a C tier.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Birdies.
Good evening, disc golfers, and welcome to the 19th hole. I am your host, Eddie Wooters, and alongside me, Mike Dunn.
What's going on, Eddie? I tell you what, I feel like it's been forever since we filmed this episode, so let's get right into it, get our viewers back on track, and apologize for everybody for a little bit of a delay between the DDO and tonight.
That was a lot of work, and we're still working on a lot of different footage, so we just wanted to come in, do a quick show tonight for you guys, but first we want to thank Boombox for that funky tune as we came in to the screen tonight. Thank you guys all for tuning in and liking the show, subscribing it, and hitting that notification on YouTube, man. That's what's really helping us grow a little bit, so now you got to give your shout-outs there.
Absolutely. Please continue to do that.
Yeah.
So I tell you what, we got a great show tonight.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a tournament we have coming up. Everyone's really excited about this one, Mike, because I'm not sure that there's been a sanctioned event at this tournament. I may be corrected on that. But
At this course.
At this course, yeah.
Yes.
Birdies for Bob, and it's at Rocky Mountain Village in Empire.
I mean, that's going to be amazing.
It's the perfect location for this perfectly timed tournament, and we're really excited to be hosting this event.
I mean, normally we were going to go through our agenda of what the show was going to be about, but we're already talking about this.
Yeah.
So why don't we jump right in and talk about what amyotrophic lateral sclerosis,
Boom, ALS, or
also known as the Lou Gehrig's disease.
Lou Gehrig's disease.
You know, this is something that just punishes people on a daily basis, and especially somebody that's close to a good friend of ours. And so as we began to talk about this, it just made complete sense that we put this tournament together.
We're working with Ben Fairley on this event. His stepfather, Bob, has ALS.
He does.
And it's something that we've all seen, you know, Ben and his family go through, and it's a really horrible disease. Not that anyone is good, but they have no cure for this. They've not found a way to detect it early, to reverse it or slow it down. It's a really horrible disease.
There's like 30,000 people in the United States currently have ALS, dealing with it in different levels.
And 90% of those people, it's completely sporadic. Only 10% of it has any sort of familial association.
Yeah.
So that's just really crazy. It's mind-blowing. It's not something they can track down and trace to.
Yeah, and it's not a happy thing because the end outcome, unfortunate for ALS, is death for so many people. And
Absolutely.
It just makes tragedy, and it chokes me up just to talk about it. But
well, and it does. This is so. And anyway, I want to move forward a little bit because I know that everyone in the room is getting emotional because Ben's here with us, and we love you, buddy. So we're proud to be a part of this, Mike and I. Kimberly's going to be your tournament director for this. You know, Mike and I will be there to help her out.
And we're calling this
Birdies
for Bob.
That's right. So, and it's like we said, it's going to be at Empire. We got 27 holes up there, guys, so we can do 4 people per hole. That leaves us 108 spots for this tournament.
Yep, it's going to be a beach here, right?
Yeah,
this is pretty much set in stone now for July 17th and 18th. We've got the course locked down. We're working on some killer sponsors. Obviously, Fly Green wants to be a huge part of this.
I think one of the highlights of this, other than the fact that we're going to have ALS representatives out there, you know, watching us play the sport for them, educating us a little bit on the disease and what we can do in the future to help other than come out to a great tournament. We're going to all learn a lot, but what's going to be great is the raffle, and we're doing a silent auction. And when I say silent auction, I've already gotten a couple things lined up that this is going to be a pretty cool
It's going to be spectacular.
This is going to be pretty cool. Plus, they have cabins. They have a pond up there that has trout in it. This is kind of a destination if you guys haven't been up there. And what the best part about it, honestly, Ben and I were talking about this. We've been talking about this tournament for a couple months, trying to bounce ideas of where do we do it, because you know it's possible that some of the folks that have ALS might want to come watch this so that they can see why we're doing it and, you know, just be a part of it.
Yeah.
And it didn't hit us until one day I'm like, dude, like Empire actually has a wheelchair path through most of the course. And this isn't an easy course by any means. Like, it's a difficult course. So it all worked out, you know, the stars aligned. And it's perfect, man. Like I said, we're excited for this.
Yeah.
It is going to be a B-tier.
We're encouraging and anticipating that we do get people with ALS that come out, and people
Absolutely.
bring these people out purposely for the event and to watch too, because they're going to enjoy it just as much as everybody else, and it's going to be a great day. It's going to be an amazing weekend, and I think from now until then, there's going to be a lot of work involved, but it's all going to be for such a great cause that it's one of those things that doesn't feel like work.
You brought
It's
up
going
a
to be
good point.
awesome.
This tournament adds a little bit of added pressure to the tournament staff because we are making this a B tier, and Empire has some rough tee pads that we're going to have to go up and work in a little bit better. They're not bad tee pads, but we are running a B tier, and you know, hopefully the PDGA and our state coordinator are a little laxed on us, Ray, please, you know, because all these proceeds are going right back to the ALS Foundation. You know, this isn't going to Ben's family and him. The ALS Foundation has actually helped Bob so much that this is Ben's way of saying I need to give something back to them because I can't cut them a check. You know what I mean? So this is what we're going to do to help them help someone else down the road.
Yeah. So we're going to have silent auctions. We're going to have probably some live auctions. We're probably going to have some raffles.
Raffles for sure.
We're going to have some amazing giveaways as it is.
Yeah.
It's going to be just a super fun weekend, whether you're participating in the event or you're just coming out to play and have fun and just mess around.
Yeah, the staff will be meeting with the director up there probably on the 6th or 7th of June. Once we meet with him for a final time, we will get everything clarified. We're probably going to go ahead and open up registration. Don't you guys think? We'll go ahead and open registration. It's already open. It is. Oh, it's on right now. So
I guess we already have 3 people signed up. So if you don't, you know how the rules are nowadays. Don't hesitate if you decide you want to play in a tournament.
But just be careful
register.
because we have to pay a course fee, and I'm not sure that we work that into the registration. And somehow it slipped under the radar, and it actually opened tonight. I thought we canceled it a couple times, but so we might actually close that for the night until we can adjust price because we're just hit with the course fees, something that was out of our control. So I don't want a bunch of people to sign up for this event.
That money's all going to go to a good cause too. So
and that's $20. It's $10 a day to play there. So we have to put that in there. But anyway, it's a great place. They have cabins, like I said, the pond. We might even get goofy and do something like wheelbarrow races or, you know, 2-legged race, 3-legged race, 2-legged, whatever. I mean, most people do those, but we could mix it up and do a 3-legged race.
Yeah, the 2-legged race. That's a good one, Eddie. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up, but, look for more stuff. If you guys are interested, go back, check it out tomorrow. Hopefully the site will be back up at the right price. Everything will be corrected. The players pack and all the other goodies you're going to get are going to be well worth everything. Not to mention all of this money is being donated to a great cause.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Please.
So on one last note, if you guys are out there and you can't make the event, if you're one of our viewers that's out of state or something, we'll be talking about this over the next few weeks, obviously, and we'll come up with some sort of donation button on the Facebook. So if you want to donate to the ALS, we'll have a list of those donators, and we can read those at the tournament. Just for something fun. But if you're trying to give, or if you're one of the top guys out here, top ladies that's touring, you're watching the show tonight, if you want to throw some swag in a bag and send it our way, we'll definitely put it in the raffle.
Swag in a bag. Cool. Hey, well, let's keep this show going and let's keep on moving. We're going to be a fairly quick show tonight. So let's talk about the Rocky Mountain Masters. Eddie, tell me, what is the Rocky Mountain Masters?
So the Rocky Mountain Masters is a second addition to our Rocky Mountain Masters event that we run with John Lutzow from iFling Plastic up in Watertown, Wisconsin. And this is strictly 40 and up. This is just a game. This is a tournament for the old guys, and and gals, and it's a lot
Hey,
of fun.
40's not that old anymore
not,
for a
it's
guy
not.
that just turned 50.
But you know what it really does is it cuts down the registration competition, pretty much in
Absolutely.
half. So, you're not struggling to get in an event like this. And we're going to do it at a great course. It's a C tier this year up at Bucksnort. Kim Colvin's going to be your tournament director for this one. 2 rounds, 1 each day. And we'll have a big player party.
So what do you get, about 70?
72. We're only going to do 18 holes
Right,
at
2
Bucksnort.
rounds, 2 days.
Yeah.
And the players pack, already talking about it, sounds like it's going to be a hit.
Yeah, I've been talking with Mike, my friend, Mike Dunn from Fly Green, and, he's
I know
got
that
some-
guy.
Yeah, he had some really
He's
good
all right.
ideas, so we're going to see what we can come up with for these players, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time.
Absolutely.
So when is that go live to register?
I'd have to ask him about that. I think on Friday, isn't it? Yeah, Friday it is.
Yeah, so look for that. And obviously, this is one we do anticipate to sell out. So once again, let everybody know that you think's going to have a great time that weekend to get in here on Sunday, Friday,
Yeah.
sometime in the next Friday over the weekend. I guess there's not a set time it's going live, but in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
But anyway, get in there and get
It's
registered.
on Disc Golf Scene. Yeah.
Because that one's going to be one you don't want to miss.
That, what would be crazy? No, I can't bring it up yet. I was going to say, but if he came back for it, 'cause it's the Masters, that'd
Well,
be
maybe
so fun.
when we recap at the end, we got
Yeah,
a
that'd
little
be cool.
goodbye to a close friend. We'll touch on later. So, Eddie, there's some exciting news. The PDGA has put together their senior committee for the senior tour. It was founded by Bill Flynn, I believe,
Yeah.
and now the co-chair is John Lutz.
Yeah.
And I hear, Eddie, that you have been chosen to be one of the regional chairs for
I
this
have.
PDGA senior committee, along with Terry Sutton and Bill Lindiff.
Yeah, we have, and this is a really cool thing we're doing. It's just these tournaments, Mike, are just aimed directly at the senior players, Masters included, but we're really trying to focus more on players, 60s and 70s that are
Yeah.
still trying to compete, but, it's hard to compete and get those good, the good cards.
So
and,
it's more, Eddie, than just the age groups and playing with your ages. As these groups get older into the senior levels, they're actually going to be able to play on a shorter course, possibly with less holes.
This is something that has been talked about, and we've also, just because we're looking at having something below amateur, because you sign up at MA 50, MA 60, some of those guys have been playing for a really long time. So we're looking at getting a division, which actually one of the guys did this already, and it was more of a MA 4, MA 5 division, for 50 plus, because these people had just started, with COVID coming on and bringing the growth of disc golf like none of us ever thought would happen.
I think it just makes so much sense. Right now we have so many people that are at that ground level. They love the idea of playing in a tournament, but let's face it, it's intimidating.
It is.
You just assume you're going to get your butt whooped, and unless you have a little bit of skill and experience under your belt, that's probably going to be the case. So having these lower levels where other people can compete, so it almost sounds like there's going to be different skill levels and then potentially also different levels of play for people.
Absolutely, and that, it just welcomes more people to come play. And like you said, you feel a little more comfortable at a tournament, because let's face it, tournaments are fun, but they also are a little intimidating, like you said.
Yeah.
And if you go out just week after week after week and get your butt kicked, eventually you don't want to do that.
Probably don't want to play anymore.
And it's not that you're not good or that you don't enjoy the sport. It's just you haven't been playing as long, or you've suffered an injury.
Everybody competes at a different level.
Absolutely. And injuries are really key at this level right here with the senior committee. I mean, because we've all suffered injuries. And
How is your ear, by the way?
that dog was huge, man.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Hopefully you'll be back playing disc golf soon.
Huh?
Anyway, we're going to keep this going. So this weekend is
Boom.
Memorial Day weekend.
I'm super stoked.
And not only do we have plenty to celebrate for Memorial Day, but Fly Greens decided to throw kind of a big party / sale / the
Swap.
first ever Fly Green swap meet.
I think this is a great idea, Mike. Sunday, correct?
Yep, we're doing.
All right,
Well,
so
the
school-
sale is going to be Friday through Monday. We'll
Correct.
just knock that out. Basically, the Memorial Day weekend sale, 25% off all Fly Green performance wear and gear. That's all of our brand. Everything's 25% off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Bats, belts, hats, shirts,
So,
shorts.
for an example, that drops the price of the performance shorts with the towels in the pockets.
You
that
got it.
drops them to $30.
Right, from $39.99 to $29.99, all weekend long. Exactly.
Give me 4 pairs of those.
Oh,
No, not for
man.
the show. I was
Ooh.
going to put them in the
Oh,
car.
perfect.
Nah.
But yeah, so that's going all weekend
That's
long.
cool.
So come on down. We've been loading up with tons of new product
Dude.
too, lots of discs and everything else. So we'll probably have some other sales going on, but that's the big sale, 25% off all the Fly Green gear. Then on Sunday, we're open 10 to 5 on Sunday instead of 10 to 2.
Yeah.
And we're throwing our first ever Fly Green swap meet. So if you guys got discs lying around the house,
Baskets,
new,
bags,
old gear,
anything.
any stuff that's just kind of taking up space, you can come down here between 1 and 2 o'clock, and we'll get you set up with a parking spot. You can back in, pop up the hatch, and kind of if you want to bring a little table, you can do that too. Set up all your stuff, and then from 2 to 5, we're going to have a swap meet, and it's free to get a space. It's just
Boom.
kind of a fun thing we wanted to do for
Live
all our
music,
customers.
right?
We're going to be jamming
Boom.
music. We're going to have hot dogs and water.
Yep.
Probably give out some prizes. We'll definitely have the baskets outside, but
sure.
a fun swap meet. So you can come down, trade discs, buy discs, sell discs, and then at the end, all the discs that you don't want, that you really didn't sell, you can bring them in, and we're going to trade them in for store credit, which in that case will probably just be a gift card that you can use in the future. But more importantly, it's going to be a great weekend.
Absolutely.
We're all going for the great weather because there is a chance of rain.
There's a slight chance
but
in the
hopefully
evening.
it'll just come and go like
Mike,
old
if they
school
wanna,
Colorado
if they want to
weather.
reserve a spot, a parking spot, where do they get a hold of
Well, if you want to reserve one, you can shoot an email down to flygreendiscgolfco@gmail.com and just, we can go back and forth. But really, I think if you want a spot for sure, you want to be here about 1 o'clock, between 1 and 2. If you show up at 2:30 when the party's already going, the music's playing, and everyone's out hucking discs, you're probably not going to be able to get your car into the parking lot.
Right.
So that's when we're trying to get everybody in. Once you're in the parking lot, you're probably going to stay till 5 o'clock when the party's over. So plan on that. We don't want you. And you're more than welcome to park once the parking lot's full and you show up and you got to park next door or around the corner, anywhere you can find a spot. You can take discs, bring them with you in a bag or a car, and now you can walk the lot just like you're at the swap meet buying and selling stuff, and you got trade bait, and that's really what we're looking for, that kind of amazing, fun environment, because one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Well, and that's just it. We were talking about this today at the store, Mike, and some guys were like, oh, so I can bring some of my collectors too, and I'm like, yeah, man, well, if you want to trade those 2 Macbeth Lunas for this Cloud Breaker or whatever it is.
My only recommendation is, being a store owner, business owners, do your homework so that you know what you're bringing in ahead of time. You can do a little research, some of the great places.
To be honest, dude, most of the folks that are going to show up to an event at Fly Green are really cool, and if you got something good, they're probably going to tell you. You know what I mean?
I'm just, my 2 bits of
it's
advice. It never
great.
hurts to know what you're selling and what it's worth, because, we found out sometimes digging through stuff.
Yeah.
What
Dude,
goodies. So.
Yeah, like a Rhino that we put on, that was just good score.
So, anyway, man, let's talk about what we were talking about before. One of our close friends, great disc golfer, amazing disc golfer, incredible father, great guy in general, is leaving. He's going to be with us.
He is. He made an impact on a lot of people's lives. None more so than his daughter's probably. The dude is an excellent father. So anyway, we're talking about Chris Reed.
We are.
Chris Reed is a tremendous disc golfer here in the state of Colorado, and he's made the decision to move back home.
He wants to be close to his family. I think he moved here in 1998.
Yep.
But anyway, Chris, we love you, man. We're going to miss you. Obviously, you have more places to stay in Denver probably than anybody I know.
Yeah. And I'm just going to throw it out there, man. Like, all right, anybody from Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa region that's watching, Chris he's got 14 wins in the Open right now. He plays MPO 40. He's been undefeated in Colorado in the MP.
A couple years now.
For quite a while, a couple years, maybe even longer, a long time. So he's coming. We talked to him briefly just tonight before he was getting ready to leave, and he wants to play disc golf.
Yeah.
He said this order: family, disc golf, hunting, and fishing.
I love it.
All right, so he's coming for you guys. So give him a big
Watch out
hug.
for Chris Reed.
Give him a big hug, but when it's go time, you better bring your A game because this dude plays really well. So we love you, Chris. Dude, it's a quick show tonight.
Yeah, it's all right.
We've got Birdies for Bob. Okay, coming up quick. Registration.
Look for more information for that. That's going to be one really. Like I said, whether you're a participant, whether you're
volunteer,
a spectator, we're going to need a lot of volunteers, please. And all your support, greatly appreciated.
Yeah. Then we have the second annual Rocky Mountain Masters at Buck Snort. Be on the lookout for that one. And the Fly Green Swap Meet, that's one. If you're here in Colorado, be here on Sunday. It's going to be awesome. Live music, fresh food off the grill, big swap meet, multiple people mingling, jingling. And it's going to be fun.
You know what happens when a lot of disc golfers get together? It could be a BYOB, but please keep it on the DL.
Wow.
That's code.
You're such an MVP.
You know what? We better wrap this show up ASAP.
Good night.
Good night.